my channel UDN'S Marketing Solutions. Today I'm going to talk about email marketing versus social media marketing. Marketing is for building relationships. When you are collecting the list in your email list, you want to know exactly about your customers. What I do when I do email marketing, I basically, in a sign-up form, I add some questions that I would like to ask in person. So for example, if I'm targeting public speaking entrepreneurs who would like to speak on my show, so I ask some questions about them. For example, it will be their name, their email, their contact info basically, and then I'm asking them about their title, what topics they would like to talk about, who they're trying to attract, what type of customers, what type of for example, if they're selling their courses or they're selling their book, what type of clientele they're looking for. And basically I'm trying to get to know more about them, and that way I can segment them and see exactly in the future what type of content I'm going to share with them in order to build the relationship and have continuation of buying from me and booking with me. Now, versus social media marketing. Social media marketing is basically I'm just putting a content and I don't know who is actually my audience. So for example, when I post on Facebook, yes, I do have likes and I do have comments and I do have shares, but I really don't know much about those audience. So the audience that liked my post, I don't know if they are consumers who are parents, if they are consumers who are working, if they are consumers who are self-employed. I have no idea. So for me, going to the next step, attracting them with my content on social media, and the next step would be email marketing, giving them a sign-up form, hoping that they will download either my cheat sheet or enter a contest or do a quiz. And the next thing that I want to mention is that email marketing is for long term. That yes, there are some who unsubscribe, but majority of them stay for long term, and they do open the email and they do reply and they do kind of like we have engagement going on. So they are not kind of like abandoned. They learn more about me when I share content, learn more about my wisdom when I share content. I cannot share, for example, long posts because it immediately destroys the attention, kind of like distracts the attention and the attention span of the audience who is reading on social media. It's kind of like going to scroll up and continue reading something else. So having a long content, I can share it in my newsletter. And that way, the more I teach them about the product or about the service or about my show, they'll be more inclined to tune in, more inclined to actually do at the end result that I want from them. Email marketing is the best way to increase revenue. So when I, for example, want to link to my shop on my website or my courses or my downloads, I can do it without a problem. But when I do it on social media, so for example Facebook, if I want to share a link to my website, the algorithm of Facebook is basically any link that is not Facebook, that is outside Facebook, that is going to take their audience, their users to outside Facebook, then Facebook for sure is going to make sure that this post that I'm posting with the link is not going to be shown, because they want their users to stay on Facebook. They don't want them to go to YouTube. They don't want them to go to a different website. They don't want to exit Facebook. They want their audience, their users, to keep staying on Facebook. So if I have, for example, a download or a survey that I want to do, I will not be able to do it on Facebook. Same thing on Instagram, because Instagram you have to have at least 10,000 followers in order to share a link for anything. So yes, you can do link in bio. However, link in bio, I have so many links that I would like to share. For example, my YouTube channel, for example, my downloads, for example, my show. So there are so many links, and yes, there are ways to do it. For example, Linktree website that can have you post multiple links. However, if I have an audience that is not tech savvy, will not figure it out. So for me, actually growing my business is through email marketing. Email marketing lets me send as many links as I want. Yes, it can go to spam folder, but if I build a relationship, let's say I'm sending content, useful content that is inspiring, that is educating, that is engaging and exciting, so they will know that this is what I want. And the more they open the email, the more chances it will not go to spam. So that's what I've seen on Google. Google does that. So Google even sends me a message. You have not, for example, like this, you have not opened this email for 2 months. Do you want to unsubscribe? Or do you want it to go to spam folder? And sometimes it does go to spam folder without even me realizing that message. And then I have to go to spam and see if those messages were in spam. So that's just the one downside of it. But the rest, majority of the time, email marketing is the best way to go. Social marketing, I would say it's more of branding yourself, in case people will want to know about you, who you are, what your company is. Branding yourself, talking about your client, talking about your success stories, talking about like Facebook has an academy, and that Facebook says 3 things the post is going to go up. Is basically when you educate, when you excite, and when you engage. Those 3 things will make Facebook make sure that your feed goes up, because the more your post is engaged, the more it's going to show up to everybody else. Social media is also for discovering new customers, discovering new audience for your business, and building a brand presence. That's the only way to do it on social media. You cannot do sales on social media. It used to be like that before, but in 2020, it's no longer working. With their algorithm right now, this is what's happening. Let me know in the comments what strategies I've missed. And if you like this video, please subscribe and like this post. See you next time.